It is August 14th, 2022. I'm out here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium in Long Beach for the Long Beach High Performance Swap Meet. This happens once a month. I think 1 month they had it twice, 2 in 1 month earlier in the year. But we usually come out here as long as there's nothing else major going on. Always great stuff to see, stuff for sale, stuff that isn't for sale. And I think I got here at a good time when cars are still rolling in, and there is actually a lot of stuff for sale today. So that's always good. And let's go check it out right now. I'll start you off over here. Usually I start in the one corner of the show. Not as many cars for sale there, but it usually fills in first. So, and we got our first car alarm of the morning as we check out this 32 Roadster. Yeah, lots of car alarms, and then I got this 64 Chevy. So this is always a difficult one to shoot, because when I start filming, cars are still rolling in, and by the time I get done, the cars are rolling out. So it's kind of like you got to hit it right at that right time. Next week I have no idea what I'm shooting. I've got a couple options, have not decided yet. The weekend after that is the San Marino Concours. I'm going to try to hit that since it's so close to home. I know there's a gasser show, but I'm not going to be able to hit that because I got some family stuff going on that day. So I'm sure somebody will film that one. That one's at the Automobile Driving Museum. Check out this OBS short bed. But next weekend I don't know yet, so I'm not going to announce where I'm going to be because I have no clue. I've got a couple options on the table. Alright, so we're going to check out some of the cars that are here. A lot of guys show up, they just kind of show off their cars in the morning, and it gives them a good spot for the swap meet. We'll announce we're about 400 subs away from hitting 10,000, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you do so, we'd really appreciate it, because I think it looks good when I apply for press passes if I have over 10,000 subscribers. And speaking of press passes, I did get another press pass for LA Auto Show. So it's like the one show I do where it's pretty much all new cars. Did that last year. So I'll be doing that in November. And I got shot down for a press pass for the lowrider show in Vegas. I guess they don't even do press passes, they said, so I shouldn't feel so bad. But I might still actually go. A Chevy Convertible that's not for sale. We will bring you this Mustang Fox body. It is for sale. I think we've seen this here before, maybe at Pomona. There's your info. This one's usually better for the glare. I know Pomona, the way the cars are situated, I get a lot of... Somebody was like, oh, I didn't get the number on one of the signs because of the glare. So that does happen. Unfortunately, I can't sit there and write down every phone number. So I always say if you can't read it, look online, because a lot of times these cars are for sale in other places online, such as Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, or OfferUp, or even, does anybody use Auto Trader anymore? Is that even a thing? I don't even know. Last time I checked it was all dealer ads. So like I said, if the information is not readily available, just look it up. It might be for sale online. Usually if the person's actually serious about selling, it will be posted somewhere online. One of those usually. I know we've seen this truck out here before. Give you a good look. I said that's like a Mustang gas tank, it looks like. Mustang or Falcon. So going into September, I think I'm going to try to hit Ventura Nationals and the Lowrider Super Show on Labor Day weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I do not like going to Las Vegas on holiday weekends, but I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of trying to hit both. It just happens to be one of those weekends where there's different options that I'd like to hit. Let's do a quick walk through some of these cars that aren't for sale. think I'm close enough. I need a short clip to the music there. Nice dent side Ford pickup. Nice Blazer. Here's a Beetle for sale, but there's no information, so I can't get you anything there. Super Beetle convertible. And like I mentioned in the last video, I did get my stepfather, he picked up a 65 Beetle, or I actually picked it up for him. And I was able to get it running, we did drive it around. So hopefully my stepfather will actually be hitting shows in his 65 Beetle. And it's actually a really nice car. There's a patinaed C10 short bed with a vintage topper on the back. You always see these where they're selling the topper. Somebody buys an old man truck that still has the old topper and then they sell it off. I think they look kind of cool with the vintage topper myself. I know it's not for everyone, but I just think it's cool when they have, like, you know, a period correct topper on it. It's a nice 56 Chevy. Now, what other shows we got coming up in September? I got them all written down on the calendar. I know the next Pomona is on the 16th of October. And the 15th I have a show in Palm Springs with my Pacer. So that'll be interesting as to how I make that work. As always, I like to hit Pomona. I haven't missed a Pomona since I started shooting Pomona. Tomorrow will actually be the year anniversary of shooting Pomona. Check out this OBS Silverado. This one's a half ton. So I don't plan on missing that Pomona. Here's a clean 39 Chevy. Straight 6. I don't think I can get back here because there's barricades. It's the rest of that Chevy. See, he's got the original jack and everything in there. It's good. Very original looking upholstery. Check out the fan on the steering column though. That's kind of neat. This Cullis is always here. He's actually usually parked in this area too every time I come to this swap meet. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I know there's a car show. There's like 2 car shows in El Segundo. There's one in Camarillo at an air show, which I talked to my sister about. She might want to take her son, and I might take my daughter up with me. It's a nice Beetle convertible. And there's something else I'm looking at that's a little bit out of town, so I just haven't decided yet. There's a 68 C10 pickup. Ford delivery.
Huh? Plenty of cars, just no signs in the window.
A nice C10. A 57 Chevy. I can see some of these cars are still rolling in. Volkswagen bus. I actually came here for the Octo meet a couple times and I shot it. It's all 67 and older buses. So if you search on my channel, you can find that if you're really into those. It's a LS swapped Monte Carlo. There's a clean Fleetwood Brougham that is for sale. This one's a 94. So all your info. 138,000. So it looks pretty clean. It's like it's out of Delaware originally. Give you a good look inside. This Camaro. This one's not for sale, but he does have the club. That's our first club of the video. Does need a good washing though. And a 54 Chevy Convertible. Here's a Thunderbird that is for sale. This one's been lowered and customized. $26,500. I don't believe we've seen this one before. So he's got an 8-track in there too. It's a clean Ford F1 that's patinaed. '65 El Camino. More car alarms, please. And rolling through in the Mustang. It's like a backyard fine looking 69 Camaro. With a club. That 65 Mustang rolled in.
Yeah, these right here. Man, the cutlasses, man.
I'm just gonna short clip my way through this club.
For you to open your heart, I need you, baby. You love me, lady. Oh, you're such a
nice custom GMC. It's a custom C10 with giant wheels and it's like a 90s, looks like it was painted in the 90s. There's some more of the cars that are parked up against the wall. It's got very nice interior on it. Very clean Nova. So if you're new to the channel, whenever I shoot one of these and there's music in the background, I have to shoot 7 or 8 second clips to avoid copyright infringement on YouTube. Otherwise, past that, they see it as using like a complete song. and I get dinged for that. So that's why I always say when I'm short clipping, it's usually I blend it together, and editing does take additional time. This guy's got an 8-track. What's he got? Jackson 5. I wouldn't leave that on the dash though on a hot day. They will melt. Like I said, that's what I mean by short clipping. Was so 51 Mercury custom. Pockets here shows Malibu. We locked it till we find some vehicles that are for sale. So like I said, when there's music playing in the background, that's why the clips will kind of fade into each other. Even though it's the same song, it doesn't show it as the same song, I guess, on YouTube. So. It's an international cab over that's for sale, but with no information. That's something you see every day. It's like you can use it as a car hauler. Little 4-door, I guess about a 61 Falcon. There's your information. I think we saw this at Pomona too. I believe this car was at Pomona. Looks like it's a 3-speed. Most likely has a 170 in it. Little Beetle convertible. Very original looking Chevy. Share information on the 42 Chevrolet.
I got a guy that we're registered.
A very clean original El Camino. Oh, this one is for sale, so we better go check out the for sale sign. I didn't even see that when I started filming. Here's your information on this one, $18,500. I'll get a little more in depth now that I know it's for sale. Like I said, it's very original looking. Very original in stock. I'll show you the inside of the bed here. This 59 Chevy wagon that's for sale. This was actually in the Pomona video last week as well, so I won't spend an excessive amount of time on it, but so they do get a lot of cars where they wind up at both. I don't know if that's going to come through. A Blazer. Show you this truck. This Iroc Camaro for $18,000. believe this 57 Thunderbird has a for sale sign on it. It's got the original Y blocks. That would be a 312. Just his best offer, and there's your information. It's got white letter tires, which looks a lot of place on a 57 Bird in my opinion, and non-original steering wheel. It's nice Cutlass. This one is the Cutlass Supreme variety. Alright, this Chevy's for sale. Oh, it's not. It just has one of those don't touch signs. Thought it was a for sale sign. It's a very nicely patinaed 58 Impala. Give it a good look.
Right there.
Looks to be barn fresh. Not for sale though. This is 55 gasser. It's a 47 Ford 90s style street rod. It's got the Mustang under dash here, it looks like. So all your information on that one. So it looks like it was done back in the 90s. A lot of these 90s rods are coming out of the woodwork. This was what you used to see in the custom car magazines back then, this style. Here's a Ford bump side F-250 camper special. I'll do the number there because I'm not gonna be able to show it with the hood open. Once I gotta reach all the way across the hood. It's just his best offer, so who knows. I had a really nice 71 a few years back, and unfortunately I sold it before the prices started creeping up on them. Very nice Cutlass. So I'm just gonna do walk around style till we find something for sale. This is interesting GMC, not for sale, but you can look at how they did the suspension on this. There's a cab over.
One up to have on the back of the shirt.
Our 59 Chevy wagon. It said not for sale, but patinaed Chevy. Furry dash. Very nice F100, like about a 56 or so. This little Japanese Honda K-Van. There's a Woody that's for sale. This one's very much patinaed. Here's for $19,000 for a 51 Ford Woody. Still has the old flathead in it. Got the Jose Cuervo overflow bottle. Got the old water transfers. Nice Porsche Roadster. Of course, we don't see a lot of these on the channel. It's kind of stuff you'll see at the San Marino Concours in a few weeks.
I think we're all guilty of that, you know, we paid.
There's a Z car, 1990, that's for sale. Original owner. It has original miles. No word how many original miles that is. That always bothers me when someone says original miles. Just write the mileage. And we could decide for ourselves if we feel that that's low or not. We could have 500,000 original miles. I don't know. Write the mileage. It's very simple. That is one thing that ticks me off in car ads.
You gotta be related to it.
That when they say it's a great deal and they don't put the price.
What about you, Dooley?
This Malibu, it's not for sale though. The square body for sale. Got all your information. Ready to go towing with a 454. It's got the Alco wheels on it. It's a clean early Mustang for sale. Oh, it's actually, this one's not for sale, sorry. Not for sale, I should say. There's a 54 Buick. This one's a very original looking car. It's like the original paint. Saw all your information there, 11,000. Actually, I just talked to the owner. He would be up for some negotiation. Bring you over here. Does have a little bit of a speed hole there. There's a GMC 3/4 ton. That's the Chevy on the thing, but it's a Chevy with GMC badges. I don't know. You be the judge. I know this Seville was at Pomona last week as well. I believe this is the one that was there. That's all your information. Of course, these were built on the same platform as the Nova. There's that Corvette that they're raffling for. There's the information. It's raffling for a high school football team. They were also at Pomona. I believe they were here last time, but they didn't have the thing about the football team on there at that point. So one owner, C10 65, 36,500. Very clean. It says it's 23,000 original miles. There's a Camaro for 30,000. This one's a 70 Z28, a recreation, so not an original Z28. At least they did put that on the sign.
I like the 68, they're pretty cars, but I always thought that.
1933 Dodge. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first year of the flathead 6-cylinder. One that went all the way up to 59. If not, it's one of the first years. So I'm guessing that's what this one has. Yep. This one's not for sale, but you don't see these very often. It's a Volkswagen Fastback. The 1972 Camaro. This one is $29,500. Here's all your information. It's a 63 Chevy Impala. $39,500. A clean 53 Chevy. It's not for sale though. This Ford pickup is $36,000. All your information with a 350 in it.
You gotta have that.
It's nicely patinaed international panel. Not for sale, but very interesting. The LA County Fire Department on the side.
But I haven't done nothing to it, man.
This very 70s Vega panel. '72 Datsun pickup. Here, $12,000. It's nicely patinaed Chevy pickup. It is already getting a little warm. It's the GMC. No, it's not the Typhoon. I thought maybe it might be a Typhoon. It's the Chevy panel. So it's a 57, but it's got the 4 headlight front fenders on it. So I'm guessing the fenders have been switched out. There's a 65 Ford F100 here for $5,200. Is of the long bed variety. So it's got a stick. No word what engine. Probably a straight 6 or a 292 or something. The 1959 Edsel Ranger 2-door post. I've actually owned a few of these myself. This one has the peanut butter interior. That's what the Edsel Club guys call that. A lot of 59's interiors were that color. But my first Edsel had that. It was a 59 Ranger 2-door post that was had that color interior. No word on what he's asking for it. I don't know this one from the club. Like I said, I was in the Edsel Club many years ago. It says it's got a rebuilt 292 Y block. There's an Impala that's for sale with no information. The 62.
The car's straight. There's no rust.
Plastic on the upholstery. Good walk around here. It's like a custom 60s Jaguar versus 66 Chevelle. 68 Chevy Chevelle, LS swapped. Not for sale though. It's a 3rd gen Camaro. Nice 63 Chevy. I think this was here last month, this 63 gasser. Okay, so next Saturday they got a gasser show. No, 2 Saturdays. Yeah, it's 2 Saturdays. They got a gasser show at Driving Museum, but like I said, I got stuff to do with the family that day, so I will not be there. Here's a C10 that's for sale. No price, just a phone number and some squiggly lines. What year is it, squiggly line? What model, squiggly line? It is a short bed though. I did forget to mention, check the date of the video on these cars to use your best judgment if they are going to be still for sale or not. I usually say about a month you're usually safe, because the 2 Pomona videos prior to the one I shot last week are still getting a lot of views. So sometimes my older swap meet videos still get views. You have a look at this camper conversion, first gen Ford Econoline van. The 64 C10 for $15,000. Tinted windows, so looking at the upholstery isn't going to happen. Now we're into this Corvette, this late 70s vet. Neat 49 Pontiac, not for sale though. There's a 63 Chevy 2 Nova SS. That is for sale. No price on it, just says make an offer. It's a little bit of a project car. Do some more, a little bit of walk around. Very clean 59 Impala convertible. Ford bump side 100 short bed. Not for sale though. And a Bronco. Look at this Pontiac Grand Prix. You just don't see these anymore. This is the Model J with the moonroof there. This one is for sale for $49,000. Chevy Fleetline. Our 55 Chrysler 300C. $32,000. Kind of a rare car. There's a Power Wagon here before. So the cars are starting to leave, so I'm going to go quickly and, like I said, just do walk around style, show you what is for sale. I said it is going to be a scorcher today, as it was last week at Pomona. It's already pretty hot. It's a Carnegie 74, 13,000. So yeah, 64 Impala lowrider with a for sale sign, 56,000. Porsche Speedster. Volkswagen Beetle. You hear this very often, a Chevelle Malibu convertible that hasn't been changed to a Super Sport. This is one we've seen a few times at Pomona. It's 29 Roadster pickup.
They've got a different grill on here.
It's a nice Camaro. This one's very orange.
Got the back on though.
I think the gasser started up, set off every car alarm in the parking lot. So 65 Valiant could be yours for 12,000. A word on what it has under the hood. Of course, I had that 65 Valiant that was on the channel a million years ago, and my friend who bought it from me hasn't done anything. He hasn't gotten back to me. We're supposed to show the car again once it's done. A neat coupe with a early DeSoto Hemi. Chevy sedan. A 32 Ford two-door. Not for sale though. There's an oddball. This one is actually a Franklin, and it's got modern power plant in it. The C10 short bed that's for sale for $19,500. It is a 74, so you don't have to worry about the smog.
Gold and certified diamonds, shit like that I buy.
So a 70 Volkswagen Bus Camper. It's got the little small pop top on there. This is make offer today. It doesn't have any price on it. Does have a little bit of rust issues along the rails. Too many trips to the beach. I'll give you a nice walk around on it. guess we can roll right in here. It's 51 Chev, 2-door hardtop. So all your info. About an early 80s Corvette that's for sale for $11,000. This one's a 4-speed. See the 4-speeds very often. Bought an old Isuzu Trooper for $7,000. So like a Radwood era one. Not sure what the collectability on those is. I'm sure they have somewhat of a following somewhere. A 60L Camino. This one is for sale as well for $24,000. Just says V8 3 on the tree. Not sure which V8. Years ago I had one of these with a 348 with a, there was originally a 3 on the tree, but then they converted it to the 4. Of course that was back when they were really cheap. So 49 Chevy, this one's $39,000. Here's your information. Has your 90s throwback billet steering wheel and billet wheels. That kind of gives a good clue as to when it was built. And of course the side stripe there screams the 90s. The 63 Pontiac Grand Prix with the 8-lug wheels. This one is $9,500. Says this is daily driver. Could use some paint. Monty SS is not for sale. There's a Chevy SS with Holden badges.
Like, they're just like, I've already been like trying to treat it and stuff.
Chevy SS. It's a 56 Cadillac. Oh, sorry, 55. This one's $25,000. It's got the Itronic eye on the dash there. He has the club. This one has factory air conditioning. You can always tell by the air intakes there on the fenders, or on the trunk, I guess. It's not really on the fender or the quarter panel. There are air intakes though for the air conditioning. And of course that was mounted in the trunk on these. seen this Coronet before, 67 for 47,500 with a full 40. Same with the Coronet. It's a 57 Bel Air, 2-door hardtop. 58,000.
There you go, Mike.
This is a 64 Pontiac Tempest. No price on it, but there's your information. It's a C10, 12,000. So it's got a new motor in it. I don't know. Well, doesn't look like a new motor, but okay. Give you a good look here. Here's a C20 84. It's very clean for 15,500. I think it's a 562 number. I think that's the prefix on that one. It suffers from wiper. A 70Z car with slot mags. We got 63 Riviera. Another one. I'm just gonna walk around. Actually, my camera just overheated. I don't use the phone anymore. I use the actual camera. This one is for sale for 24,000. Those guys have been shouting and yelling things that YouTube doesn't like on camera when I walked by earlier, so I'm not going to get too close to them. So I'm going to try to get this last row as quickly as possible since the camera overheated. That's only the second time I've ever had it shut down for overheating. And a couple Toyotas. I bought an Impala with suicide doors. Just talking to some people, a couple, I guess they bought a 64 Galaxy that was in the Pomona video last week. And they saw it in the video and called the guy. They weren't at Pomona, so people do buy cars off of these videos, like I mentioned before. I've had people tell me many times, so it does happen. It's a nice Malibu. This one's not for sale. Like a 64 Chevelle. I don't want to get too close to that van. It's playing music, but it's a nice Suburban. There's a 2-door GMC Yukon OBS that's for sale for 12,000. I don't know how many miles it has on it.
Got here late today.
I got here early. I've been here all morning. There you go.
Shout out to you, brother.
All right, take it easy. I'm not here late. I'm still here. That's all. It's 67 Firebird.
So I don't have much room in either one.
It's a Clean Mercury with the breezeway window. Not for sale, but we'll bring it to you anyway. Of course, the back window there goes down into the trunk. It's a 1960 Chevy Impala, not for sale, in this Cadillac. So 67 El Camino for $12,500. This Jeep is for sale. This Grand Wagoneer, $18,000. Of course, they just brought back the Grand Wagoneer without a wood option. So I think when they announced they were bringing it back, everyone sort of hoped they would bring back the wood. The 74 El Camino, $18,000. This is the GMC, so I'm guessing it's the Caballero with Chevy badges. This one's got a 396 in this Caprice, according to the fender. We just have a few more cars here. I'm going to look for anything that's for sale. This Corvette is about a C5. This one is 600 horsepower, smog legal. Not sure if it's going to come through with a supercharger. '55 Chevy, not for sale though. A Chevy shorty van with portholes. All right, probably early 70s.
Do like they've done, where you've gone to other stores.
I still have to work on that 74 Econoline I picked up. I got the gas tank back from getting boiled out. I just got to throw it back in and put a power booster on it and a few other things, and hopefully I'll have that on the road. This Chevy's for sale. This one's a long bed. Looks like it's backyard fresh. You good look inside there. So here's for $10,000. This little SL Mercedes. It's not for sale. Bronco. She's got the grill in this Cadillac, fully etched. This one could be yours for $17,500. It's got etched mirrors too. Fleetwood Brougham. Two-door, which you don't see very often. Got some more etching here. '55 GMC, no price on it. This one is a long bed. Come around and show you the other side. The fenders have a lot of Bondo in it, looks like. Pretty well used truck. That's going to wrap things up here in Long Beach for the August 14th, 2022 High Performance Swap Meet. We got a lot of other great events coming up for you on the channel, so be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, because we're still trying to get to 10,000 subs. Let me know if you buy any of these cars, sell any of these cars, anything like that because of the video, because like I said, we ran into one couple that bought a Galaxy because of last week's video. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.